Recapping the NFL today, guys. The rest of the night. Um, but yeah. 5.79 earthquake in Alaska today as well. I'm looking for my computer. Wherever it is. Actually, never mind. I thought it's up here. It must be in my brother's room. Yep. In his room. Okay. Let's see if there's anything on. Wonder if my computer's dead. Definitely need it tomorrow. Thanks. Chargers versus Eagles is gonna be a good game because the Eagles are okay this season, but I think the Chargers will win tomorrow. There we go. It's like, did my computer turn on? Of course, the batteries are low. Hello. Hi, David. Wait. The Chargers are actually good this year. She should probably plug this in. Where's my charger? $71 or 62. Plug this in while I wait. I'll probably do another stream like this tomorrow as well. There we go. I'm just using my brother's tablet. Okay. Uh, Texas won 20-10. Looked like the Chiefs were actually going to win till the Texans started getting better. Rams beat the Cardinals, not surprising. Packers beat the Bears. Kind of wish the Packers lost because my favorite team is the Broncos because we play them next week. Plus, if we play them in the playoffs, it's going to be hard. So, Broncos won versus the Raiders 24-17. Pretty easy game. Titans won versus the Browns 31-29. Steelers beat the Ravens. Kind of not surprising. The Steelers are pretty good this year, but the Ravens are kind of bad. Jaguars beat the Colts 36-19, mostly because Daniel Jones got injured with an Achilles injury, I think, and he's out of the season. So the Colts have a hard schedule, so they might miss the playoffs or at least make them. We'll see. Vikings beat the Commanders 31-0, which is surprising because I think Jaden Daniels was back. Bengals versus Bills. Wish the Bengals won, but the Bills won. High feet. Dolphins beat the Jets 34-10. Not surprising. Seahawks versus Falcons 37-9. Saints versus Buccaneers 24-20. Oh, hi, Evan. You guys can talk about anything. I'm just looking at sports. and recapping sports a little bit too. We might lose to the Jaguars in, in 2 weeks, but I hope not. Sure. Hello. Magic lost to the Knicks, 106 to 100. Um, Celtics beat the Raptors 121 to 113. You're welcome, Evan. Nuggets beat the Hornets 115-106. Not surprising, everybody thought the Nuggets were going to win. So, Grizzlies beat the Trailblazers 119 to 96. Warriors beat the Bulls 91 to 123. Lakers beat the 76ers 112 to 108. Thunder beat the Jazz 131 to 101. The Thunder are, I think they're on their 15th winning streak, and they won 23 games and lost one game versus the Trailblazers. They are really good this year. I probably won't be on. I might. I'll most likely be on the bus by then, though, Weston. Not Weston. Oh my god. Evan. I'll probably watch it after school, though. What do you guys think about the playoff bracket? W bracket or L bracket? I don't know why they let in James Madison and Tulane. But it's fine. What is today? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that is true. Um, I will probably go live like every single day doing like this type of stuff. Um, Probably a stream on Wednesday, maybe tomorrow, and Tuesday probably. Mostly every day because there's basketball or football something going on. So should be more fun. And then if something crazy in weather happens, I'll also do that too. But Okay. Tomorrow I will definitely do. I will maybe do Eagles, depending on if I go over to a neighbor's house. But um, other than that, I'll maybe watch it. If I don't, I'll probably watch college football, or not college football, college basketball. Most likely it'll be Texas for somebody. Hold on. If I, if my mom says no, not to a neighbor's house, like I watched the other game and recapped about it or talked about it, I will do the. Let it load for a second. On Tuesday, most likely I will do um maybe Michigan versus Villanova, but it'll probably be late. Probably have an hour to record it, or I'll do the what am I trying to say? I'll do college basketball, or I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry. Um, which game do you guys want to watch tomorrow? If I do not watch the NFL game, Eagle or Chargers versus Eagles. Um, let's see what game I can do. South Carolina State versus Charleston. Graham, I forgot the name of it. University of Southern Mississippi. Something Southern versus Texas. Kansas State versus something MMVC or SU. And then hold on, I'm trying to figure out what this is. Southern Miss versus something. Southern. Wait, what? Okay. If I'm not doing anything, I will most likely do a stream, but if I'm doing something, I probably won't. I'll probably tell you guys when I will go live, though. It's pretty cold here. It's probably in the negatives right now. I'm gonna check something real quick. Would you guys rather? Actually, no. I'm gonna put a poll. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna end this poll, I think, and then I will. Okay. I'm gonna make a poll. Whoopsie, all caps. Okay, I put up a poll. I get interested in March Madness, but the Michigan Wolverines are pretty good, so you guys can vote. If I don't, if I don't get NFL, if my mom says no, I can't go over, then I'll just pick one of these. So you'll have to see though. Um. Also, people in Alaska, they said maybe we could get a 6.0 earthquake this week. So if I do, I'll post about it. But you know, they don't know. They don't actually know. Okay, good night, Evan. It's only 8. I go to bed at 10. Good night. You could also do an NBA G League, but I think Pete's a late person. So am I. Just because I like staying up. Okay. I'm gonna just see. I feel like lots of people are night people because they just like going outside and sneaking out and stuff. Like, just like sneaking out to get food. But some people you can't. Just realized NCAA women's volleyball. um, they are doing a volleyball championship. Not really. Volleyball I don't really like, but I like playing it with people. Just not like watching it. There are some good games next week. I just realized for NFL. Okay. Pete, are you still here? I'm just curious. Alright, I'm just curious. USC has 19 commits, I think. Yeah. These are the recruiting classes ranked. Oregon Ducks are number 2. Texas Longhorns are number 3. Notre Dame is number 4. Georgia is 5. Texas A&M is 6. Alabama is 7. Tennessee is 8. Ohio State is 9. Whoops. And then Michigan is ranked 10. I just realized I could go to wrestling. What time is it? 9? Oh, I thought it was 9. I have no idea why I thought that. Actually, yeah, why don't we recap college basketball real quick, too? Ooh, soccer voted. Or soccer got a point, whatever you want to call it. Gonzaga won versus UNF, whatever team that is. 109 to 58. Alabama beat UTSA 97 to 55. North Carolina beat Georgetown 81 to 61. LSU lost to Texas Tech, 82-58. Kansas beat Missouri 80-60. Army beat a team 111 to 53. Air Force versus Navy. Navy won 61-57. Utah State played Charlotte, and Utah State won 79-53. UNLV played Stanford, and UNLV won 75-74. Nevada played Washington State. Nevada won 78-64. Nebraska beat Creighton 71-50. Texas A&M lost to SMU 93-80 in overtime. TCU won versus North Texas 65-55. Cornell versus Samford 93-90. Samford won. And then tomorrow, yeah, I already actually said I was gonna choose. What else? I I think I did. Weren't they didn't they just wanted to get out of the playoff? Did they just like let? Hold on, I'm trying to word this. Didn't they like just accept like being like don't give us a bowl game? We tried, just like let us get some time for next year or something. Or yeah, I thought I saw that, but I was like, wait a second. Um, I will go live next Saturday as well. Definite stream unless my mom and dad have me working. But Army versus Navy and Boise State versus Washington. I will one at 11 a.m. and one at 4 p.m. What time is it? I got like 2 hours before I usually go to bed. All I have to do is get something to eat and then brush my teeth. Anything else that I need to recap on? Oh wait, they got the next schedule for baseball. Hold on. Hold on. They got the schedule out. Spring training. Their first spring training is Friday, February 20th. Think that's it. Didn't Michigan State fire their coach too? Um, if I do any NHL hockey games, it'll most likely be um versus Seattle. Seattle versus a team, because that's the only hockey team I can get, which is on Prime Video. That's the only thing that I can get. I mean, there's other sports on Prime. I only just can get like stuff on the channels on Prime. If I mute, that means somebody's coming in the door. I just don't want, like, I just don't want it to be noisy. I'll explain later, but should I open my advent calendar? Show you guys what I get. Maybe I'll probably also, before I open it, the second place of this poll I will probably do if I don't be able to go over and watch NFL. But if I don't, I'll probably do soccer or do college basketball or do NHL if I get them. But we'll see. Hold on. Where's mine? I don't know if my brother opened his yet, but I have mine. Okay. So I got this advent calendar. Forgot how you open it. Okay. Today, hold on, I gotta check what today is. I forgot. Did I not open yesterday, the 6th? I forgot to open yesterday's. Hold on. I got this. And then here's the 6th, just to show you guys that I didn't open yesterday's. And then 7th is today. And I got a school bus, I think. Or a trailer. Oh no, it fell. Is this able to rip apart? Looks like it. Okay. Yeah, it's a table. Now I gotta get back by the heater because I'm cold. It is negative temps outside, so. If I am in here by an hour, I'll make a new one. Because I don't think I can go past an hour or something. Yeah, I was debating if I should have ended it. Could you still see the symbols? I can end the poll and then show you again, but. Maybe. It's mostly late for everybody, so. Except for. Hold on. I guess it is kind of late for California people. Except for adults. I mean, some adults go to bed early because they work, but. Definitely everywhere else is definitely late. I think I saw Michigan will play Texas in the. I forgot how you say it, bowl. I can show you the schedule. Hold on. I'll tell you the schedule actually. I remember seeing Texas and Michigan playing each other. I think Tennessee plays Illinois. Okay. South Carolina State versus Prairie View A&M. Troy versus Jacksonville State. Old Dominion versus South Florida. Louisiana. I think it's just Louisiana. By the way, I will go live on all these if I can. And then Missouri State versus Arkansas State. Kennesaw versus Western Michigan. Memphis versus NC State. Alabama versus Oklahoma. Sadly, on Alabama versus Oklahoma, I probably won't be home, but if I am, I will go live about it because I'm gonna go skiing. Saturday Miami versus Texas A&M. Tulane versus Ole Miss. James Madison versus Oregon. Washington State versus Utah State. Toledo versus Louisville, sorry. Western Kentucky versus Southern Miss. UNLV versus Ohio. California versus Hawaii. Central Michigan versus Northwestern. New Mexico versus Minnesota. Florida or FIU versus UTSA. Pitt versus hold on, I'm trying to think. East Carolina, I think. Penn State versus Clemson. Connecticut versus Army. Georgia Tech versus BYU. Miami, Ohio versus Fresno State. Virginia versus Missouri. LSU versus Houston. Georgia Southern versus Appalachian State. Coastal Carolina versus Louisiana Tech. Tennessee versus Illinois. USC versus TCU. Iowa versus Vanderbilt. Arizona State versus Duke. Michigan versus Texas. Nebraska versus Utah. I knew you were gonna say something. Actually, yeah, Arizona State, because I think Duke is actually kind of bad. So, Rice versus Texas State. Navy versus Cincinnati. Arizona versus SMU. Sorry, my brother came into the camper. He was helping me with the computer, so I could log into it. Okay, hold on. I'm getting back onto it. Don't worry. Okay. Whoops. Wrong charger. I can't even plug this in. Okay. Okay. By the way, I will most likely do more of these streams, Sydney, most likely all the time. I will also do weather streams as well. So. Oh my gosh. Okay. Was I on? Yeah, I was on this. Never mind. Okay. I'm gonna plug this into something else, I think. Because it's just going crazy at me right now. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to get to it. Then I will check. First of all, I hope Ohio State gets knocked off in the second round, because I just hate that. Oklahoma versus Alabama. I don't think that'll be an upset because Oklahoma's pretty good. Alabama's kind of bad, so. Miami could upset Texas Tech, but I think Texas Tech might win. Ole Miss will probably beat Tulane, but it would be a crazy upset. Oregon will probably beat James Madison. I'll choose between college basketball and soccer if I don't get NFL. Yeah, that Alabama beating Oklahoma would be a big upset, but I just think Oklahoma's better. Plus, they beat us, but Michigan is kind of bad this season as well. I'm gonna end the stream at 58, and then um, I'll make a new one. Probably won't be for long because it's getting late for me, but yeah. What's my battery at? 15? 12. Okay. I wonder if Michigan will upset Texas. I mean, it probably would be a good game, but I don't know. Texas is pretty good this year as well. Yeah. Oklahoma versus Indiana will be a good game if Indiana makes it, or Oklahoma. And then I think Ole Miss would play Georgia, I think. And then Georgia would probably win that. If not, Ole Miss will try to that'll be an upset if Ole Miss wins. Georgia is okay this season. Yeah, they were really good when they played us. Um, Oregon and Texas Tech would be a game. Who do you have? I might go with. I don't know. Who do you got? Oregon or Texas Tech? I definitely got Oklahoma. Oklahoma maybe beating Alabama and then playing Indiana. And then Ole Miss playing Georgia. Georgia might win. And then I think Texas A&M will beat Miami, but I will be surprised if Miami beats Texas A&M and goes to Ohio State. I hope not, because I hope Texas that'd be an easy matchup, and then we'll just go to the the semifinals, and then Texas A&M hopefully would beat Ohio State, but if not, I got Ohio State going on to the next round if they don't beat Texas Tech. Georgia will play Ole Miss. Yeah, Georgia would win. So it'd be Georgia versus Ohio State if they win, or Georgia versus Texas A&M. And then Indiana would probably beat Oklahoma, but I don't know. And then Georgia, I think it would be Georgia versus Indiana if Indiana beats Oklahoma. And then the championship would hopefully be Indiana, maybe, because Georgia's not very great. And then, wait, hold on. I'm thinking here. Oh, it'd be Texas Texas or Oregon playing Indiana. Indiana might go on, depending how good both of these are, which they're pretty good. And then Georgia would play Ohio State or Texas and A&M. If if Ohio State plays uh, Texas A&M, wait, yeah, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. If Ohio State wins, they would play Georgia, and I would hopefully have Georgia winning, but Ohio State might win, probably. And then if Miami wins, yeah, Ohio State would easily beat Miami, and then would play Georgia, and hopefully Georgia would beat them as well. And then if Texas Tech beats Ohio State, then hopefully Texas A&M beats Georgia. That was a lot of talking, and yeah. Um, it says it's 10 right now, but probably the wind chill's like -5 or something. Yeah, I think A&M would beat Miami. Hopefully, it would beat Ohio State, but if they don't, Ohio State would win. So I just noticed that. Yeah. I'm getting ready for bed. Sorry. Getting ready for the school day tomorrow because Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. I'm back. What time is it? 8:48. Okay. Um. Let's see. I'll keep this up a little bit longer. I think if the Patriots will definitely make the playoffs, but um, hopefully they'll get knocked out quickly because they're not very good. I feel like maybe I don't know. I'll probably do a um college basketball games. I'll probably do is like Texas or something. If I do it, and then soccer, it's just randomly go pick. I hope that Ohio State loses because we lost to them. Plus, I'm not really their fan, so. There we go. I made my post smaller and then moved it. Yeah, so is mine. It's tiny, and then I can make it bigger. It says it's 7, and it feels like 0 right now. I would have to layer up. If I just go outside, it's so cold. Like when I went out to go get clothes, I was cold. I'm like, dude, can I just be warm again? I'll probably end the stream at like 9:10 or 9:05, by the way. Just because it's getting late, so. Oh. Sydney, are you still here? You've been live for an hour and 14 minutes, by the way. Of course, my phone's at 9%. We're not supposed to get snow for like 10 days, but like, I like snow, but like, we can ice skate now, and it's really good for skating, so that's good. On the first day that I skated, I kept falling over and my feet were sore, but then the second day, I did better because my shoes were like fixed, and then, I started getting better, and then it was blowing yesterday, and blowing snow, and then we just let the wind pull us down the lake. It was fun, and then today we skated with friends. Went around the lake, maybe 2 miles or so. I was checking lunch for tomorrow, my bad. Probably gonna end the live in 5 minutes. I'll probably do lots more of these streams when I'm able to, but when I can't, I'll just probably be moderator on other people's channels and just chat, like explore, like the YouTube stuff, so. Okay. And some days I won't because I don't feel like it, but most likely it'll be on most of the time. I'm gonna end at 9:04 now. Also, the results of the poll, I will be doing NFL later. If I do get it, if my mom lets me, and then college basketball or soccer, I will choose. If I'm not able to do NFL. If I don't get either of those, then I'll just do NHL. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow or Tuesday. Have a good night and have a good day tomorrow.